Hey everyone, welcome to another 1/6 unboxing and review. Today we have Pup Toys version of the legendary swordsman Miyamoto Musashi from the TV series Westworld as portrayed by Hiroyuki Sanada from Season 2. Starting off, I wanted to spend a little time talking about the packaging. As you can see, they took a lot of care to give you a unique look. It's got an obi strip over the shipping box before you even get to the main packaging. Once you have the main box out, there's another art strip inserted over the top of the magnetic cover. The magnetic cover also has an image on the reverse that can double as a backdrop. The interior has an image of the character from the show. Once you remove the cover image, there's a 1-to-1 letter prop written on textured paper. I don't recall if this was in the show or what's written on it, but I've included scans here if you're interested. If you can read Japanese, please let me know in the comments below. The figure comes in two trays. The first has the figure and his two swords. In the second tray, we have his Sotogarami hat, 3 alternate hands, and crotch grabber base. Okay, here's everything out of the box. One of the more unique aspects of this figure are the seamless forearms. They're very nicely painted, and some more companies are moving towards these types of arms so you don't see the wrist pegs. While they're okay for more static or museum poses, you do give up any wrist movement, which can make some more dynamic poses harder or impossible to do. The traditional Japanese straw hat is made of plastic and painted with a black gradient. The underside has a ring with a notch to allow room for his top bun, and a string to tie under his chin. Here are the swords. The scabbards have a nice texture on it, with string for the wraps, as well as a leather type strap to sling over his shoulder. The swords have a plastic handle, but the blades themselves are metal. Again, nicely detailed with string cords that make the grip. Here's the Sotogarami, a type of polearm weapon that appears in the show. It's made with a real wooden stick, and the bottom and the top sections are made of metal. The tip was a little loose out of the box, but I fixed it using a pair of pliers. A little pressure will make it grip tighter to the wood. You can also see that the wooden section on mine is a bit bent. To give you a sense of how long this is, here is a picture of Musashi holding the weapon. It also comes with a crotch grabber stand. Unfortunately, Pup Toys forgot to package the grabber. Hopefully my retailer can get a hold of a replacement for me. Let's take a closer look at the figure itself. The figure is dressed in traditional Japanese clothes, and some of the detailing looks to be pleather. I want to focus here on the back, where the sleeves are pulled back and tucked behind the straps. There's a twist as well so that it creates the fold above the forearm. Mine came a bit loose on his right arm and took a while to figure out how to make it look like the left sleeve. The outfit itself is nicely tailored with a bit of weathering on the hem. String is used here for the sandals as well, which is a nice touch. Here's another look at the details of the forearms. You can make out some of the blue veins painted in. Here's a close-up of the head. It looks pretty close to the actor, I think. Maybe a little rounder than it should be. It also looks a bit squashed as well in the side profile, like his skull probably should come out a little more. Looking back at screenshots, I think maybe it's the hairstyle, but it does give a similar squash look. You won't really notice though with the hat on. Taking a quick look at articulation. The head is on a ball joint, so movement is pretty good. The neck does not move. The elbows are double jointed. I'll show you how the peg looks when you remove the forearms later in the video. It's a standard body, so there isn't much restriction except maybe at the waist, where they've tied the belt around pretty tight. Double knee joints. Good leg rotation. Ankle movement is on a peg, so there's a lot of articulation here. No articulation on the wrist. It's fairly rigid plastic. Just a quick section here on how I attach the sword. There are no instructions, so I had to look at the promo pics and figure it out as best I could. I slid this end part off so I could wrap it around the body. Tucked it underneath the belt on his left side so it stays in position. Across the other side. And around a few times the belt so it's snug against the body. Here's another shot of the loop I made so I can adjust how tight the sword is to the body. Second sword I slid underneath the bottom strap of the belt. It holds pretty well like this. Here's the forearm piece off. You'll need to warm this up for a while with a blow dryer before you take it off. It's pretty tight, so you'll need to be patient. You can see the peg and it inserts into the hole of the forearms. You'll need to apply quite a bit of force to have it click in. Even here I didn't apply enough force and had to fix off camera. Here are my overall thoughts. There are some pros and cons. Overall the figure looks great, and the die-cast weapons with different soft goods is nice to see. The seamless forearms make sense for a samurai figure, and works for most standing or stoic poses. Unfortunately, a lot of the pros are also where I find the cons. The seamless arms have no wrist movement, so getting his two hands in a workable two-handed sword pose is challenging. Seamless forearms are gaining popularity. Worldbox is making a set of these forearms as well, so it really comes down to personal preference and how much posability you like as a trade-off. The use of different materials like wood for the polearm weapon probably provided challenges to keep good quality control consistent, as mine came with a slight curve. My figure was also missing the crotch grabber, which is again a QC issue. The figure was announced in November and came out in December, so I'm not sure if there was a rush in pushing the figure out. The one other thing that would have been nice is some kind of instruction sheet to show how to attach the swords, and how the top was assembled so that the sleeves give that unique folded look. If you're a fan of classic samurai films or Shogun World, this is a great figure to add to your collection. Kumodel and Pop Toys also make samurai with die-cast armor, but they can be a little bit more pricey due to the intricate detailing and die-cast pieces.